Good evening, y'all. Good evening. I see Lisa Akins in the building, Tanya Payne in the building, Dr. Deanne Torregano in the building, Jamie Wright and Nelson Wright in the building. Y'all related, Jamie Wright and Nelson Wright? Y'all family? Don't say no, because y'all in the building on this channel. Y'all family. Y'all my family. If y'all ain't each other's family, y'all my family. We in here for a reason, y'all. I don't know if y'all caught my live earlier today, and trust me, y'all, I ain't gonna be on here for long. I ain't gonna hold you tonight. Let me cam up so y'all can see what's going on in my situation. There we go. Oh goodness, let me fix myself. Oh Lord, let me fix myself. Lord Jesus, what is going on here tonight? Oh, let me see what's going on. Get myself together for y'all. I'm trying to be presentable. Is that all right? Can I do that? Oh, my friend is in the house. Urban Southern Cookie is in the building, y'all. Lee Cogdell is in the building. Blue Sky's mom is in the building, y'all. We official with Blue Sky's mom in the house. Y'all, I don't know how long y'all been following this channel and following what I have to say and things I'm putting out there. I apologize, y'all. I'm looking at this wicked hoodie and how crazy this thing look. Let me take this off because this looks ridiculous. That's a little better. I can deal with that. I can live with that. I don't know how long y'all been following this channel in this situation. But over a year ago, I decided to make a change to the content on this channel. And I've been fighting with these folks' platform ever since. Ace Red is in the building. Nelson Wright is here. I appreciate every one of y'all being in the house. Ches is in the building. I don't know how long y'all been following this, but I've been fighting with this platform ever since I decided to change my content. Did anyone catch me live earlier today? I went live this afternoon, early afternoon, West Coast time. I understand it just is what it is, and we have to deal with it as we grow, as we change, as we develop, as we evolve. But I just talked about the Diddy situation from a certain perspective earlier today. And based on my content, based on my conversation, based on my commentary earlier today, that video got demonetized by them folks. And I've been considering ramping up my content, increasing my time on this platform, but I gotta admit to y'all, it gets a little discouraging when you see them folks attack the content that you create. The content you create in earnest, your honest opinions. What I feel is valid commentary, and I see you, Zealous Water 3 Rumble. Yes, I've thought about it. I've considered it. Yes, I'm thinking about it. Just trying to decide where to take this channel, but I want to express to you all that I appreciate each and every one of you, and I understand that you have options on them folks' platform. You got options of who you listen to, what you listen to, when you listen to it. You are in control to curate the content that you ingest. And I get it because I curate my own content. That's why I feel like some of the people who get on here who express contrarian opinions, who express vitriol in the comments and hatred and just spew out all manner of devilishness. I don't understand y'all because I'm on a lot of platforms. I'm on this platform, I'm on IG, I'm on Facebook, although I don't get on Facebook much. I got to be honest with y'all. I have left that platform pretty much. I get on there maybe once a week for maybe 2 minutes. And I hop right back off. But on each of these platforms, I curate my content such that folks who act in a fool, I'm not trying to see you, bro. Folks that are commenting, talking crazy, I'm not trying to see you, bro. If you get on here acting sideways, it's a block party going on because I don't doom scroll and I don't understand people who do. Why would you get on the internet just to look at things that anger you and upset you and put you in a foul mood? Why would you do that? Who does that? Not me. When I log on the internet, I like to see pleasant things, and sometimes they're a little bit weird. I get it, because I'm a little bit weird. Sometimes I like to see snowboarders. Sometimes I like to see skateboarders doing tricks, because that's what I used to do as a kid. It's nostalgic. Gives me positive energy. Sometimes, y'all, I like to look at yachts sailing across the ocean. What y'all like? Let me know in the chat. I appreciate y'all being here tonight. Some of y'all have logged on to spend some time with me, and let me tell you, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. What do you like? What are you interested in? Do you curate your social media when you get on and you log on to a YouTube or an IG? Do you curate your feed? What are you looking at? Sometimes I log on to YouTube and I watch fishing videos. My wife asked me the other day if she could send me on a fishing charter, and because she saw that I watch fishing videos on the channel, she said, "You want to do that? Can I send you to Florida so you can catch all kinds of East Coast fish? All kinds of grouper? You want to do that?" I said, "I enjoy watching it. I enjoy seeing other people do it. But you know what? I would probably get seasick." Let me just be honest. I ain't never been out in the middle of the ocean. I fish from the bank. I fish from the shore. But if you get me out there in them crazy waves like I see in some of these videos, I might not fare too well. But I enjoy other people enjoying themselves. We got All for His Glory supporting the channel tonight. Thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate your support. I thank you for being here. What are y'all digging? If you curate your social media like I do, what are you watching? What are you ingesting? Because some of this stuff out here, y'all, is poison. Let me just say it. When I get on IG, sometimes they suggest stuff to me, stuff I don't even follow. And they put it in my face, and I'm like, why would you even suggest this to me? I log on Facebook and they say, you might know this person. What are you talking about? I might know this person? Bro, you got me all wrong if you think I know that person. I ain't never seen that person in my life. Why would you think I know that person? Well, this is the way social media works. They say, well, you know this person, and this person knows that person, and that person knows that person, so you might know that person. No. No, I ain't feeling it. I curate my social media for positive influences and people that inspire me to be better. Because when I get on a live like this, I want to talk to y'all in a certain way. I want to exude positivity. I want y'all to be positive, and I want to be positive as well. So when I get on here, I want to have a message of positivity that inspires y'all. Can I say this? Urban Southern Cookie, if I was on my phone right now, I would put a cookie in the chat. Let me tell you something. I heard from Preston. And y'all, if you don't understand what I'm talking about right now, then don't even worry about it. This is a private conversation. Y'all eavesdropping on a situation right now. I'm talking to Cookie. I heard from Preston. He wrote a long message to me that gave me such background information that I said, wow. It gave me such insight into Preston and Cookie and the situation. I said, y'all, they was raised right. These folks, these ain't kids. These ain't young folks. They my age. We middle-aged folks out here living life. And Preston expressed himself to me in such a way that I was so impressed. And he spoke so highly of his sister. Yo, I got 3 sisters, and I'm looking at what Preston is talking about. I'm wondering if I could talk about any of my sisters in this way. Yeah, I probably got one I could talk about. Out of the 3, I probably got one I talk about in that way. But Preston talked so highly about his sister, Urban Southern Cookie. Y'all, she in the chat. She out there in the chat right now. I appreciate Nelson Wright for becoming a member of this YouTube channel. Nelson, I appreciate your support, bro. I hope you hang around here for a while and give me some feedback so that I can be better, so that I can learn from you. That's what this channel is about. I appreciate your support, sir. But Preston sent me a message, and he talked about his history. He talked about his life. He talked about his experience. And most of all, he talked about his sister. Urban Southern Cookie, y'all, she in the chat. If I was on my phone, I'd drop a cookie emoji in the chat. She's one of the top supporters of this channel, and he gave her so much honor, so much deference, so much respect. I said, yo, these kids was raised right. Miss Karen, Miss Cookie, and Mr. Preston. I was impressed, y'all. We got Zill Zealous in the house dropping a cookie in the chat out of respect for Urban Southern Cookie, y'all. She is a big supporter of this situation, and her brother spoke so highly of her that I was so impressed. He said that he suggested this channel to her, and he's seen her grow in many ways in her personality since she's been listening to the things that I put forth on this channel. And I'm just so honored by the things that Brother Preston had to say. I'm just so honored by Urban Southern Cookie's support of this channel. We got Reginald Dorico dropping a cookie in the chat, y'all. It's about Urban Southern Cookie. Yeah, we paying respect, we paying deference, we understand that she's one of the main supporters of this channel, and her brother hit me up privately. I'm not going to tell you everything he said because it was a private message, but my God, I was so impressed by some of the things this brother had to say that I had to bring it up tonight. Now, back to my complaint. These folks have been throttling the content on this channel Zealous Water 3, I see you. Thank you for the cookie in the chat. I hope she see it. I hope she understand how much we love and appreciate her support of this channel. And the fact that her brother came in and really expressed his love and appreciation for his sister. Crazy. I'm encouraged, y'all. Right now, as I sit here before you, I'm encouraged. I'm inspired. Even as them folks get to tripping with their algorithm and we got to fight through it. Yeah, I'm going to build something that's going to be a workaround. I hope y'all support it when I present it to you. We good. We all right. We okay. But I'm thinking about doing this full time, and I've been expressing myself to that end for a few days now. We'll see how it works out moving forward, because we see that we have some opposition that may be presenting itself in the form of the algorithm. Here she go, y'all. Yes, I'm happy you all connected. I'm humbled by both of you guys' words. We are tighter than pantyhose 2 sizes small. Thank you. I love that. I used to watch that on Good Times, and they say, united we stand, divided we fall. We tighter than pantyhose 2 sizes small. Anybody watch Good Times? Nika Pronk's in the building dropping a cookie. Y'all remember Good Times? Yeah. Urban Southern Cookie about to take me off topic with that reference, but I've been wondering, y'all. This ain't got nothing to do with what we about to talk about. And I'm halfway done. Look, we 16 minutes on here. I said I was going to be on for a half hour tonight. I'm halfway done with what I'm trying to address. But one of the most positive shows I've ever seen in my life. Jesus is King. We see you. Thank you for being here. Stunt Brat 777 Smith. Good times. Ain't we lucky we got him? Dun, 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 dun. Good times. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. I can't sing too well. I play the organ pretty good because I grew up in church on it, but I can't sing too well. It's just one of those things. Sorry, y'all. But those shows define my childhood. Y'all, I used to sit down in front of the TV and I was so energetic as a child. My mother used to wonder what I got to do to calm this boy down. He got so much energy. I sent him outside and he outside riding his bike and playing with his friends, and he come home at the end of the day and he still got so much energy. What am I going to do? Well, Zilzella said dynamite. Yes, sir. Yes, yes. I used to sit down and watch these shows. The Cosby Show, A Different World. Anybody remember those shows? We can't see them shows on TV no more because they demonize Bill Cosby. And it's unfortunate because those were some of the most positive shows I've seen. A black family, the nuclear family, a positive father, a positive mother, raising children, going through the struggles of what a family goes through. Doesn't matter what color your family is. If you're trying to do it right, you're going to go through struggles raising kids, especially when you try to teach them right at home and you send them out into the public school system, even the private school system. It doesn't matter. You send them outside the door and they got to deal with other folks. Those folks out there with other ideals that don't align with your familial ideas, don't align with the things you teach them on Sunday morning, the things they learn in Sunday school. You got to send them out there into the public. Urban Southern Cookie says, what's happening? Oh my goodness. You want to talk about rerun? I remember that show. I grew up on it. That was my childhood, y'all. That was my development. I saw what was happening in the community. These folks who were putting forth images on that screen, that TV. Old folks, the old saints would call it the one-eyed demon. It was something they knew about that television because it's going from good times and what's happening in the Cosby Show in a different world. It's going from that to now you turn on that TV. If you dare let your kids turn on that TV today, boy, it ain't gonna be what it used to be, y'all. It's gonna be sexy red. Pumping these nasty images to your kids. It's gonna be Cardi B talking about her WAP. Crazy, y'all. Crazy how society devolves. Crazy how imagery on media devolves and deteriorates. And that's the things that are being pumped into the eyes and ears of our children today. We got to fight it. We got to stay strong. We got to build communities like this that are opposed to those situations, y'all. I weep for the youth. Even as I'm out here in touch with them, trying to do a good work, trying to influence them in a better way, I feel like the opposition is insurmountable. Feels like we facing opposition that's just going to overtake us and our efforts are futile as we try to influence these kids in a better way. Well, we hope that situation like the Diddy situation that is currently overtaking the media, we hope that they pay attention to this stuff as well as you ingest all of this bad media. When somebody like a P Diddy and the situation that he's found himself in, when those situations take over the media and break the internet, I hope that these young folks pay attention. Because there's lessons to be learned here. Oh my goodness. God is everything, says the Jeffersons. Ooh, we're moving on up to the east side to a deluxe apartment in the sky. The facts of life. Anybody remember those shows? They brought us, y'all, positive imagery. Now they put a show on TV, even with a black family, they'll put a show on TV where the black man is emasculated and the wife controls the situation and she's smacking him down in every episode. Where the kids ignore everything he got to say and they like, dude, you're a clown. We're going to go to mama and because she runs the situation. We love those shows. They brought us. We learned from them. They were positive imagery. And let me tell y'all something that's very important. And I'm going to get to where I'm going, y'all. I'm getting there. Trust me. Positive imagery is so important. When you have kids who only see the negative in the community, they only see the drug dealers because they come out of the house every morning, they walk through the tracks in order to get to school. In Oakland, California, they walking through burned out neighborhoods, burned out stolen cars in the middle of intersections just to get to school. They got to pass through all of this negativity. Homeless folks, drugged out folks living in tents on the sidewalk, they got to walk through this just to get to school. It matters the imagery that you ingest. These shows were things that we used to ingest as children. They brought us through. When we would see Bill Cosby as a doctor, what? His wife as a lawyer, what? It made me respect the law. I don't know. I can't tell you as I sit here how much it influenced me. I can't quantify it for you, but I have a law degree today. Growing up on shows like that, I have multiple college degrees. My wife has multiple college degrees. My children grew up in a Black household with a Black father and a Black mother who had multiple college degrees each. Because we grew up in an era where we saw positivity and that influenced us to push forward, even being married as a young couple, being married as teenagers. I'm telling y'all, it matters. That's my overall point. It matters. The imagery matters. And you have people who grow up in communities and societies where they never see those positive images. They're not exposed to it. They don't see it, y'all. Whose responsibility is it to show them images of positivity? If they parents ain't on that energy, can we step in? Can we provide them with that energy? Can the church give something back to the community? I ain't finna go there tonight. I'm not finna go there. Nope. Nope. I'm not finna go there. But when the church requests so much from us as a community, when they extract so much from the people, it is important that they make every effort possible to give something back to that very community that supports their existence. And I'll leave it right there. I ain't trying to clown nobody. I ain't trying to embarrass nobody. I ain't trying to hurt nobody's feelings. I'm just saying, if you're taking that money, if you're taking that energy, if you're taking that positivity from the community, try to give back everything you can to that community. Understand something, y'all. And I'm going to get to where I'm going because I don't know why I'm meandering and digressing in this way. If your church exists in your community and there are people living in that community who don't know your church exists there, that's a problem. If there are people living in that neighborhood where your church exists, they don't know that your church is there, that's a problem. We as a community got to do better. We as saints, that's the faithful, we got to do better. That's just a fact. And I'll leave it right there. We'll address that on another night because that ain't why I came on here tonight, y'all. We still talking about the story that is breaking the internet. We still talking about the story that is going viral. This whole P Diddy situation. This brother is going down and he's going down fast. He has stepped on the wrong toes. Yes. At some point, he crossed the wrong person. He knows who it is. I'm convinced of that because when you're in situations like this, you always know. But he's been involved in situations where he's been excelling in the game, where he's been growing in power, in finance in the game, and he's been flexing his muscle in a way that could be offensive to some people. in this industry. Look, you as a black man, you ain't never gonna be more powerful than the program. And I think this brother is finding out in a very hard way that he ain't stronger than the program. The issue is he's grown to a point where he's got so much money, so much clout. He's so far above the average person that you can get to a level, y'all, where you feel like you're invincible. Forgetting that there's always someone above you. You got $1 billion, somebody got 5. You got 5, somebody got 10. There's always somebody who can come around and blow on your situation no matter how big you get. We understand that this brother is in a position now where all the walls are coming crashing in. And it is so unfortunate to watch the downfall of people involved in this industry, y'all. I don't preach against it for nothing. This industry is demonic and terrible. And so many people get involved with it and stay in too long. Get in too deep. Desire power and money much more than anyone would ever need. But it doesn't, at a certain point, it's not about the money. It's about the power and the control. And when you get to that point, the devil has taken control of your situation. You are in so deep that only a God of heaven can bring you out of that situation. And that's where P Diddy finds himself tonight in a federal investigation, y'all, where you got to understand how these investigations work. Yeah, they went into his mansion searching for specific things. They had to provide evidence to the court that they knew what was there, they knew where it was, they had talked to witnesses, and they just needed permission to go in and get it. They got that permission signed off by a federal court. Search warrants, permission to go into each of his properties. But you see, after they have done this, going in with them big guns drawn, ready for anything that might happen in SWAT gear. Luckily, nothing popped off because P Diddy got 24/7 security at all his locations. Luckily, nobody got antsy and had to get murked by the feds. But here we go, y'all. We have a situation where they have arrested his mule. The low-hanging fruit. This is how the feds attack their investigations. This is why they have a 98% conviction rate. Because when they come for you, when they show up like this, and they kick it in your door, it's already too late. They've already done the groundwork of their investigation. They just come in to put the icing on the cake at this point. And now it appears, y'all, that they have arrested the mule. Don't get offended, y'all, on this channel. Y'all know we get down, we keep it real here. The white boy on his team that held the drugs, that distributed the guns to the hitters on the team. He had a white boy on the team. Don't get mad if you white. Don't get boisterous if you black. We keep it real here. We ain't racist. We just speak on what it really is. He had a white boy on the team that can go into certain communities and procure the drugs. He can go into certain communities and get them guns, them big sticks for them boys he had on the streets doing that work. Folks are singing now. Let's get into this story, y'all. Can we talk about this just for a hot second? I'm gonna let y'all go. Let's just see what's going on here. y'all see that? Let me run it back. Let me run it back. Diddy's alleged drug mule was cuffed at a Miami airport after federal agents raided the music mogul's Florida and California homes. Y'all, they caught him at the Miami airport. This a young cat. He in his 20s. The young cat that P Diddy had holding it. Whatever it was, they named him as the mule in a lawsuit. They saying this is the guy that P Diddy uses to hold his stuff. He hold his drugs, he hold his guns. Well, what is a mule? A mule is a person who is attached or identified as someone who is holding the contraband of an individual, like a celebrity, so that the celebrity don't go down. So that if the heat come down on the click, the celebrity can say, well, that ain't mine. That's homeboy stuff. He had that. I didn't have that. That's his guy. Well, you caught in Florida, bro. That ain't California, where they will let you go on charges like that. It's just a slap on the wrist. No, those is felonies in Florida, bro. So here we go. There he is. Title says Sean Diddy Combs, alleged drug mule, arrested as feds intercept a rapper's private jet in Miami. Brendan Paul is his name. Brendan Paul is somebody's son. 25 years old, this young man was booked on March 25th, y'all, just yesterday, after the feds intercepted Diddy's plane, and is facing one count of possession of suspected cocaine and suspected marijuana candy. And I can tell y'all, in my state, in California, you drive down the street, you smell marijuana everywhere. It don't matter whether you in the city or the suburbs. The people don't care. They blowing it everywhere. It's in the air. It's legal. But this is California. You find yourself in a state like Florida, you're going to be in much more trouble. And here we have this young man, Brendan Paul, 25 years old, who is named as a mule. That's unfortunate. So call him Wonder Bread. Really? Is that what we own? So is that what we own? Wonder Bread? He had a young white male in his entourage that was holding for him. They say this is the dude who held on to the drugs and distributed the guns, y'all. They have captured this young man, and he is facing felony charges. Both charges are considered felonies in Florida. Both of the things that he is charged with in his indictment. Y'all, the walls are crashing in on P Diddy, and situations like this, if you understand how the feds work, this is why I wanted to point this out. It's important. If you understand how the feds work, when they come for you, they always start. And this is how they trained y'all. Look, my professors were ex-federal attorneys. They were ADAs. They worked for the DOJ. And they came into the classroom in law school and they taught us what they learned. They said, y'all, they trained us how to do this. I understood it. They're trained a certain way such that their investigations go the same way pretty much every time. They're predictable. This is why attorneys who are defense attorneys who fight federal claims, they fight against the DOJ, they fight criminal cases On a federal level, they understand how this works because the feds are trained a certain way. That's how they taught us in school. They said, look, we used to be attorneys for the feds, different departments. This is how they trained us. This is how we approach investigations. This is how these cases proceed. So when you're a defense attorney fighting against it for your client, you understand what they're going to do next. If you're experienced in this arena, you understand where they're going because they're all trained a certain way, the same way. What am I saying? The way they are trained is to go for the low-hanging fruit first. When they got a target that they want to get to, they don't always go right at that target. They look for the low-hanging fruit or surrounding that target and say, who can we flip? Who can we get? Who can we get to turn on the target that we really want? So when you look at a guy like this, who is the alleged mule of P Diddy, he's already out of jail. He bonded out. Okay, they arrested me. I'm out of here. I'm breaking camp. You think he gonna give up his life for P Diddy? This man got a life. This man got a family. He has people who love him somewhere. Do you think he gonna give that up and do years for P Diddy? No, bro. No. That's not how this works. That's why the feds go after guys like this first. Because they try to find out who's the weakest link in the chain. Who can we get? A chain is only as strong as its weakest link, right? Y'all have heard that. Who can we get to turn on P Diddy? Who's the low-hanging guys? Oh, dude, we'll bust you on a cocaine charge in Florida and have you facing a couple years. Unless you willing to tell on that dude. Then we can work something out. Jesus is King says, rat. Humble Strong says, mule. Lonham 22 says, wow. Is it a wow? This is how these things work. You think this dude gonna stand 10 toes down for P Diddy? Now understand, when you get caught up in situations like this, it gets complicated. Because you have the feds who are monitoring everything. So people can't have direct communication, but you may have P Diddy's lawyer who reaches out to this mule's lawyer who says, hey, can we work something out? Can I throw $1 million to his daughter in a trust fund over here and get him to do a couple years and shut his mouth so he don't rat on my client? Can we work something out? Jesus is King called him a rat. What if he ain't a rat? What if he do 10 toes down for 2 years for cocaine possession for Diddy? And Diddy throw $1 million. Oops, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm knocking over things on my desk. And Diddy throw $1 million over there to his family. Some people would do it. Some people won't. And that's what the feds count on. That's why they approach people like this on such a low level. I call it the low-hanging fruit. Hey, bro, you got cocaine in your bag. You facing felonies in Florida. We knew that in California, we knew you had the cocaine when you left California. But had we approached you there, we knew California would go easy on you. So we wait till you get to Florida, then we pop you. Now you're facing a real situation. You want to negotiate? You want to talk about this situation? Because we might be able to work something out. If you be willing to do what we need you to do in this investigation, because you ain't who we want anyway. We understand what your role is in this whole situation, but we trying to get to that dude. Can you help us? We might be able to work something out, Mr. Mule. That's what we talking about, y'all. This situation is complicated. Very much so. And we wish the best for everybody involved, but I have to express to y'all, as I view this situation, as it unfolds, as more evidence comes out, it is not something that I didn't anticipate. We've heard the rumors about P Diddy for so long in this game. It's just been waiting, a matter of time before he got his comeuppance. Because this dude has been doing some crazy stuff in the game, and you understand, if you know, you know that everybody is not just making these allegations for nothing. There's got to be something there somewhere, because we know that power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. And for some reason, when we get involved in this music game, we get to a certain level on that ladder and we just feel like we untouchable. Because we're always looking up, never looking down at the people we step on, at the people we do wrong, at the people we cut off at the knees, at the people who may have helped us get to where we are. The people who have sacrificed, the people who we may have sacrificed to get to where we are. They never look at that, y'all. They always looking up, trying to get to the next rung in the ladder. It's unfortunate. It's evil. It's devilish. But it's what this game is about, and it's why I continue on this platform to try to encourage y'all to tell any musicians you might know to stay away from this evil game. The allegations in these complaints are astonishing. Some of the things that these people have said that this man is involved in are mind-blowing. Sex trafficking, drugging, shooting folks, y'all having goons in the street, putting in work on his behalf. They're probably going to demonetize this video because I even said that. But it is what it is. We truth tellers over here. And I hope y'all are picking up what I'm putting down. Maybe it is time for this man to get his comeuppance. Maybe it is time for him to get what is coming to him for all that he has done in this game. Hard to predict. But we can say that he is in a world of trouble. When them feds come in your properties like that, bro, it's a problem. It's a problem. You might need to lawyer up yesterday. What do y'all think about this? It's a crazy story, but I can't say that I didn't see it on the horizon. Some people are saying that Jay-Z is next. Maybe. Because there are, when you get to that level, there are certain things that you already involved in, bro. They're not going to let you on that level unless they get something over you, unless they have something that they can dangle over your head. We already know what it is. That's the only way to get to that level. And they say, oh, well, TD Jakes might be next. Well, understand something. TD Jakes was brought in for the purpose of trying to rebuild this man's reputation. He didn't just show up out of nowhere. It's a funny situation with the whole TD Jakes thing. TD Jakes, in certain circles, is considered to be a godlike figure. Do y'all remember when Pastor John Gray was out there cutting up? And I'll just leave it at that. Y'all know what I mean when I say cutting up. Can I leave it there? When John Gray was being John Gray, He didn't repent to God. He repented to TD Jakes. Showed up at his church. TD Jakes laid hands on the man, laid him out in the floor, and all of a sudden, all was well, because John Gray had repented, not to God, but to TD Jakes. Yeah, P Diddy tried to do the same thing and said, oh, I'm going to have TD Jakes show up at my functions, at my situations, and because he's here, my situation is blessed. I don't need God here because TD Jakes is here. We good. Anybody out there fall for that? Anybody out there believe that foolishness? These are the kind of things we do in the community when we prefer symbolism over substance. Somebody out there saw it for what it was. Somebody besides me out there saw it for what it was. I just believe that, y'all. Somebody out there understood what they were looking at. Urban Southern Cookie says she remembers John Gray's debacle. Can we be real about it? This man was in the pulpit on Sunday and slanging his penis all over the country, claiming to be a pastor, preacher, prophet, servant, whatever he called himself, but slanging that thing, couldn't control that little deacon for nothing in the world, and was so reckless that he kept getting caught. So sloppy in his sin and his foolishness that he kept getting busted time after time. To the point where TD Jakes had to step in and say, look here, little Negro, come to my church and let me pretend to anoint you and restore you with power that I ain't even got. Yeah, we remember that. We remember that. Yes, Stunt Brat 777 Smith, yes, he couldn't control his little deacon. Kept getting caught in his sin. We know what happened, but when it came time for him to be repentant, he didn't repent to God. He repented to TD Jakes. TD Jakes laid hands on him and said, go and sin no more. Bro, what? Who are you to put that on this man who can't even control his penis amongst the people? Nah, he don't need a TD Jakes anointing. He need an authentic, official Holy Ghost anointing to change his life and change his mentality, such that he can control his little deacon, because it looks like his little deacon is controlling him. And Lord, how did I get on John Gray tonight? What is going on with this live? I digress, y'all. Was not my intent to go here. Jesus. Long of 22 says Eddie Long 2. You mean Eddie Longstroke? Bishop Eddie Longstroke? Do we have to go there tonight? Look, Lonham 22 is trying to take this live off the rails. What are you suggesting? I ain't never addressed Eddie Longstroke on this channel. We ain't gonna do it tonight. Dory says Eddie Long was nasty. Oh, had that package, some say. But we gonna leave it at that. Autumn J is got a gross emoji talking about Eddie. Yeah, people know about the story of Eddie. We gonna leave it out there. We're not gonna address it. I appreciate y'all being here tonight. Urban Southern Cookie says TD fakes need to go sat down somewhere. In my grandma's voice. Oh my goodness. She done invoked grandmama in the chat. TD fakes need to go sit down somewhere. Conflict of interest, Humble Strong says. I know, 2 is out. Chaz, serpent in between his legs. Oh, is the demon. Serpent in between his legs. Oh. Y'all getting out of control in this chat tonight. What is going on with serpent in between his legs? Yeah, we definitely getting demonetized tonight. But it's okay because we have honest conversations here. We try to be truth tellers, y'all. We ain't trying to hurt nobody's feelings. We ain't trying to be clown anybody. We ain't trying to be inappropriate. We just trying to have honest conversations in this community amongst friends. I believe I've said what I embarked upon to say tonight. I believe this mission is complete. And I thank each and every one of you for being here tonight. We good, y'all? Everybody good? Are we good? Y'all done had fun in the chat. Y'all done made me laugh and communicated in this chat. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for being here tonight. Humble Strong says, good talking. Oh, Mother Twinkies brought out that other dude, Jamal Bryant. Y'all really trying to bust it open tonight, right? That dude, y'all really want to talk about that guy? Well, he learned from his predecessor, did he not? Didn't he learn from the dude that came before him? Somebody done already brought it up, Eddie Longstroke. And when that man succumbed to that package, y'all, they had what they call a beauty pageant at their church, where pastors and preachers and evangelists from all over the country came and auditioned for that job to be a pastor of that mega church. Y'all cutting up in the chat tonight. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate your support. Nelson Wright says, the weed pastor. Yeah, this man said he looking for folks who smell like weed to come to his church. I couldn't believe it. I talked about it on this channel. Go back about a year ago when that whole situation went down. I did a video on it. I was stunned. I was flabbergasted. I was amazed that somebody would come out and say something like that. He said, I'm looking for people who smell like weed. And I wonder sometimes to myself when I walk through the grocery store or I go to the movie theater or I'm out at the mall and you look around and you say, I wonder if people who smell like weed know they smell like weed. Because they walk around like everything is normal. Like everything is cool. Bro, you stink. Sis, you stink. Do you smell yourself? You smell like cannabis set aflame. It is not an attractant. It is a repellent. I wish you knew. I wish you understood. I wish you could get your life together and not fall for these wicked machinations of preachers like Jamal Bryant who say these types of things in public forums. Y'all, I ain't gonna stay on here long. We got Fishing with Rick in the house. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for being here. Zealous Water 3 says, smell like weed in Florida all the time. Weed ain't legal in Florida. Why Florida smell like weed? I understand it in California because they legalized it. It's everywhere. What you gonna do? You can't even complain because it's legal. You walking around with your kids, me and my situation, I'm walking around with my grandkids, little bitties, and you come across a cloud of smoke. Ain't nothing you can do. It's legal, bro. Deal with it. That's what they say in the state. They just came across a bill that they put forward in the state capital, California, to make this state a sanctuary state for transgenders. We totally off the rails tonight, y'all. This was not the topic. But I just heard about that bill that they put forward in this state. They want the capital city of the most populous state in the union to be a sanctuary city for transgenders. Autumn J said, can't y'all get a contact high? You know what? Sometimes when I got my little 3-year-old grandson, I be wondering, bro, are you high? Are you good, bro? You tripping right now. I understand you 3. I used to be 3 once. But my God. It ain't been that long since my kid's been that young. Has it? Has it? My youngest child is 17. I can remember when he was 3. Has it been that long? Maybe look, Autumn J may have solved my issues, y'all. Autumn J helped me out tonight. Maybe my grandkids are getting a contact when we out playing in the park. And they just go crazy. Lisa Akins is laughing. Humble Strong says, hey, 6-year-old on bikes? Yeah, maybe. This is where we at, y'all. I appreciate y'all being here tonight. I'm just tripping. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. If any of y'all knew me personally, you would know that this is so far out of my character to be in a live situation. I'm such an introvert, y'all. I'm such a recluse. One of my homeboys hit me up the other day, and he was very complimentary on this situation. He had caught the live, and he was like, bro, it's just amazing to see what you're doing, just talking to the people and being out there. People who know me know that I'm just not a very outgoing person. I'd rather be somewhere alone with my thoughts, be somewhere reading a book, be somewhere ingesting information and learning. It's just my personality. But I'm inspired by the fact that y'all come on here and support. The fact that y'all come on here and be active, it's amazing to me. And I can't express enough my appreciation for y'all being here in support of what I do here on this channel. I think that's all I got for y'all tonight. And I appreciate you being here this evening. I ain't gonna hold you forever. I'm on here longer than I thought I would be. Zil Zealous says, well, keep it up. I will. For sure, I will. And it is my hope and my prayer that I continue to improve as I go along. That's my prayer. Because I want to be an inspiration to somebody. I want to help somebody. And y'all have sent me messages and left comments on this channel that let me know that I'm going down the right track. I wish y'all could tell me what I do that's right and what I do that's wrong, so I could do more of the good and less of the bad. But I appreciate you being here nonetheless. And we're going to continue to rock out on this channel, y'all. I appreciate you. I love each and every one of you. I don't know when I'm going to be live again, but stay tuned. Stay tapped into the channel, and we will continue to put out content on this channel that is hopefully edifying to the community. Y'all have a good night. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. May God bless you and your family.